EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Already here, they'll audible to something else.
13.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Right away, they'll change the look.
Hey.
Now it's Jackson. And his first pass is incomplete.
We have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Middle. Hey, middle.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Hey, report. Sit up.
And Walker has it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. The Ravens at 2-6 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2.
He changed it. Thirteen. You. Shut up.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Hey, come on. Yo.
Now Jackson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Go right here. Hey.
Henry up the middle. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Flush to his right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Baron Browning, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll run for it with Henry. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. Justin Matabike firing across the line there and planning him for a loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
Here's Nix. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Bucky Irving with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now 2nd and 3. Now Lamar changing the play.
A shotgun handoff to Henry.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, middle. You.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Get hot. Report.
Now it's Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Once again, it's Irving. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw, here's Nix. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready, set. Cougar 19. Tag. Cowboy 80.
1st down, here's Estime. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Handoff running left, Irving. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. On the handoff, this is Irving.
He can't get him down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Bucky Irving
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Lamar changing the look.
Hey, middle.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 20, 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Ravens get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Nix to the air.
Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
To throw is Nix. That's taken in by Franklin.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before break. Nix. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 5. The give is to McLaughlin. He gets away from 1. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's a handoff to Irving. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here we go, set.
On the ground, it's Irving. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Now a give, Irving running right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A run with Irving. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. 19 Lions.
Now it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Here's Jackson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The slot man in motion right.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing Nix.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Go. You at X. You at X.
Slot man moves right. From the gun, it's Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
Hey, hey. Middle.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Middle.
Now they'll audible to something else.
You at X. You at X.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Ready?
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Ready. Hey, middle. Middle. Get up.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the deep.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bucky Irving, 36 yards. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up. Go. Sit up.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
13. Middle. Ready, shot.
Henry up the middle. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
180. Yo.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them. On
3rd down, Henry. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
An audible here to get a new look.
No, we changed it. Touch.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. A short throw caught by Andrews. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
13. 180.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Now 2nd and 9.
Hey,
Now they'll change things up.
Hey. 180. Touch.
Throwing is Jackson. Complete. It's Henry.
He's got room at the 30.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Running from the gun with Henry. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, report.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third and 5.
13.
Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
180. Ready shot.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Lamar changing the play.
Jackson now. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Throw downfield, going to be taken in by Harry.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Nix.
Now he's flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles.